Good morning, everyone. Well, good for some. Big question this time of years is, oh no, my bees are dead. What do I do? So I'm going to address that this morning. So here we have a dead out beehive. It happens. It is Ontario. Honeybees do not like to live here. So every spring, if you're a beekeeper, you're going to wake up in the spring, you're going to go out to your beehives this time of year, and you're going to see some hives that just didn't make it through the winter for whatever reason that is. There's many different things you can do with your hives, and I like to look at the hive as an animal in itself, and the bees are just the cells that walk around inside that animal and make it live. So you look at this, and some people may be saddened by the fact that there's a dead beehive here. There's dead bees. But the bees are only dead. The hive is still here. And not just the hive. You have the hive, you have frames and foundation, you have beeswax, you have the infrastructure for a new beehive or a new colony of bees to populate this hive and make it live again. There is also possibly some honey left over, some pollen, and all the building blocks of life to get a new colony established in. So there's many things you can do with your dead out hives this time of year. If you're looking at repopulating them with bees and you want the resources, you can just close the front door of the hive up so bees can't get in there from neighboring hives and rob it out, and just seal it up completely. If you wanted, you could bring it inside. If you have a garage or a shed, someplace to keep it away from other insects. And that way you have the resources when you get a package of bees or get a nuke in another month or two. And you can just install those bees or those nukes inside the equipment. And those bees will love the fact that they have an established home to move into that already has beeswax cells on the foundation, already has a little bit of honey and pollen so that they can start growing faster. The second thing you can do is simply just leave it here. It is spring. Other bees in your apiary will probably be a little bit hungry. There's not going to be any real substantial nectar flow till April showers bring May flowers. So the first dandelions show up in April, May. So they are quite hungry, the other bees. You could just leave your hive here. You could leave it open so that the neighboring hives can find those resources inside this hive and rob them out. The negative of doing that is that if there are diseases in this hive, the robbing action of the other hives will bring those diseases to the other hives. And by diseases, I mainly am talking about American foulbrood. It is important this time of year, regardless of how you treat your dead out hives, that you do treat for American foulbrood, because in the spring and in the fall, when there's little resources out there, is the time when the beehives will be robbing resources from weaker hives or dead hives and possibly infecting themselves with American foulbrood. So you can leave this hive just sitting here. The neighboring hives will come, they'll rob it out, they'll steal the resources they need to help them grow quicker. Just make sure if you do that, you are treating your other beehives for American foulbrood. Anyways, Brian from Innisfil Creek Honey. If your bees did die this winter, don't be too sad. There are more bees. You can repopulate that beehive and breathe a little life back into it. Anyways, Brian from Innisfil Creek Honey. Everybody have a great day and have an excellent day beekeeping.